It is 8:35 a.m. Wednesday, June, I believe, 19th. Don't hold me to that. I can't look at the calendar on my phone while I'm recording, I guess. As always, never really thought about that. Yeah, I guess I do think about that. Every time I say I think, it's so-and-so. Anyway, so June 19th, Wednesday, 8:35 a.m. Sitting in the Jeep, just got done at work, and I'm going to head to the gym. Got a peanut butter sandwich, got soft drinks. I think I have oatmeal in there, but because I got a peanut butter sandwich, I'll probably avoid the oatmeal. Although I shouldn't be eating that. I fall off the bread wagon, I get back on the bread wagon. I fall off the bread wagon, I get back on the bread wagon. It's better than the chicken nugget wagon or the sausage biscuit with egg wagon, I guess. Why did I start this? Oh, I did something a little bit ago, maybe an hour ago, 2 hours ago on Twitter. Nah, I was at work, so it had to be between 7 a.m. and now. Maybe 7:30, so an hour ago. I typed PMP on Twitter. I was talking about Chris Maloney, the guy that made the Kaufman Lives movie that we watched in New Jersey at the press conference and all that stuff. Anyway, Chris Maloney's podcast, he's got a podcast. There's like eight episodes if you haven't heard it. It's out there. Although I think Apple Music, for whatever reason, doesn't do it, but Spotify will do it. Anyway, I pulled out an old clip of Michael talking about Chris's podcast a few years ago because he'd only done like 3 of them. Chris had done 3 podcasts up to that point. Anyway, I pulled out an old clip of Michael on a podcast talking about that podcast, saying that it's the greatest thing done for Andy, I guess. Anyway, and I in my tweet on my Stephen Maddox Twitter account, I said PMP, and other than direct message to 2 people, actually over this past weekend when I was camping, PMP has never been public as far as typing it, acknowledging it, anything. PMP is a, what do you call that? Not an anagram. What's it called when, like a business is called, Astrophysics Alliance, and they call it APA, That's not an anagram. Is it? No. Anyway, when you take the first letters of something, like AMP, Atlantic and Pacific Tea Company, BFI, Browning Ferris Industries, ATT, American Telephone and Telegraph. That reminds me of In God We Trust movie with Andy Kaufman, ATT, Armageddon T Thunderbird, talking about AT&T and all that stuff. RCA and blah, blah, blah. I don't remember the lines, but it's funny. Great movie if you haven't seen it, in my opinion, obviously. I'm sure people think it sucks. Some people. It is what it is. Just a piece of film. What am I talking about? Oh, PMP. Yeah. I know PMP since 70. Actually, I wrote it in 72. I first wrote it down, at least a record that I can see. I don't know if I wrote it somewhere else that's been lost to eternity, however you would say that. But I know I wrote it in December of 72 when I was first starting to journal. So my earliest journals, when was it my 3rd grade teacher? Yeah, my 3rd grade teacher. I get dates so screwed up. And it's funny because I know some people think that, oh, he's being mysterious, or oh, we caught him in a lie, and it's just like, I'm just a fuckhead. I don't remember dates. I don't remember things. I don't even remember situations. I'm, just like anybody and everybody else. Your memory creates that situation, and all of a sudden you think it's real. So when I say my third grade teacher is the one that not talked us into, but said, hey, over the Christmas holiday, do something, try journaling and see if you like it. And then if you like it, tell yourself every day starting January 1st of, I guess it would have been 73. Third grade, January 1st, 73. I wonder if I've said that date wrong in the past. I don't know. Anyway, January 1st of 73. So, December of 73, my third grade teacher said, hey, this is what journaling is. Let's do some experimental journaling. And we did some experimental journaling. And she told us all about journaling and diaries, or however you want to put it. And she said, over the Christmas holiday, journal about your Christmas vacation. It would have been, 2 weeks, maybe, I guess. And then, if you're getting into it, January 1st, make yourself a promise that you're going to journal every day and see what you do. And like I've told some people on here, I've been journaling then since January 1st of 73. Even though I may have said 74 or 71, I don't know. Who knows? But I know now, when I really give it some thought, and I could go back, obviously, and dig out the journals. Matter of fact, I might do that since I'm talking about PMP. Yeah. That's what I'll do. I'll dig out a journal from what has to be December of 72, when I first wrote PMP and what it stands for. But like I said, it would have been written prior to that, but that would be lost. So I'm sure it was written down. I'm sure I sat and scribbled in class and PMP and this and that. But it's in a journal. I'm sure it is, December of 72. So anyway, so it would have been written by me, and then it would have been discussed. I discussed it with, teachers, especially science teachers, and it would have been discussed, not written. I don't know why I'm making such a big deal out of written. I guess because it's just like, boom, boom, boom. Today's the day I tweeted the initials PMP. It's the first time ever. But in a way, it feels like it is. I would have talked to teachers about it, fellow students about it, my dad about it, probably any friend who would listen or classmate who would listen. Frank, my dad's buddy Frank, which would be how it got to Andy, which would be then I talked to Andy about it in 81. Anyway, the drama, the made-up drama, is PMP is not something that, I talk about or that is out there. But then I chose over this weekend when I was camping to share that with two of the guys in direct message. So now they know PMP and they know what it stands for. And so then today on Twitter, I typed PMP. Does this story does it go anywhere? I don't think it goes anywhere.